Hi, I'm Chuck Lofton, and it's a weather impact alert day, and we're here today. I'm along with Matt Standridge. We're going to walk you through the rest of the day to prepare you for what should be a day of change here in central Indiana. A lot of cloud cover as you look over downtown Indianapolis, and many of you, and you can see the snow there on the American Legion Mall, already have 5, 6, 7, 8, even up to 10 inches of snowpack from, let's say, Kokomo all the way down to near Evansville. And today we're looking at a line of not only, if you've heard on the Today Show this morning, not only rain in the southern part of the country, but ice and then the snow that we're going to be impacted with. In fact, we have a winter weather advisory. This has been changed a little bit. Initially, basically issued by the National Weather Service yesterday for today. This will be in effect until 1 o'clock in the morning. Now, at one point, it was going to be issued till 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, but now 1 o'clock. Some of you have seen a few snow flurries dancing around the leading edge of this, really not hitting the ground. But believe me, there is plenty of snow that'll be going around here. And once it does start snowing in your town or your city, it's going to be pretty steady throughout the afternoon. Notice this area of ice, Bowling Green to Evansville. Our road sensor network around the country is going to be picking up during the course of the day, and we'll be following that here on Channel 13. Black ice spots or icy spots where the cold air is blowing under some of these bridges and overpasses. Well, here's where we are as of 8 o'clock, and really we're going to see very little movement. 20 degrees at 8 a.m., 22 degrees down in Columbus, and also 22 in Lafayette. And what we're going to notice now during the next several hours is a big change. And that change will include a winter storm that is going to produce the heaviest snow between 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. today. What does that mean? That means the evening rush hour will be affected. And since we have about 26 delays and closings, that means a lot of kids actually are in school and will be coming home. Either you're picking them up, they're walking home, or they're riding a bus when snow will be falling. Now, this is not going to be a big impact right away. 2 to 4 inches area-wide by the time this is done. What does that mean? Well, it means that this is a slow, steady, basically light snow, but it will provide us at a very inopportune time with the potential of slick and snowy roads. So for the evening rush hour, here's what Matt and I are suggesting that you do. Take some extra time if you're going to be traveling, especially during that evening rush hour. And if you have to clear snow and you're an elderly person or you're out of shape, got heart disease, diabetes, you don't want to be lifting that snow. You want to be pushing it, and better yet, find somebody to do it for you. And remember to make sure that your kids are in line and get ready to be picked up. Some schools could. It's possible that some schools may have an early pickup date, but so far so good. But we are expecting quite the afternoon, right, Matt?
Yeah, for sure. And it's a busy Friday afternoon, right? We're trying to get home from work and school. Plus, we've got a lot of basketball games. We've got a lot of tournaments for counties across the state, and travel could be a little bit tricky. So let's talk about the timing of when we think the snow will arrive. This shows you pretty much the whole state. We are actively right now starting to see some of that light snow getting into far western Indiana and southwestern Indiana. So that's the 8 to 10 a.m. We're still going to wait a while here closer to Indianapolis, anywhere between 10 o'clock this morning to right up to lunchtime, right there at noon. That's when we think the steadier snow will start to arrive. It should be fairly on the light side, though, at first. Don't be surprised, though, if a stray flurry pops up before your timing. But this is the general timing for more of the steady snow. Once you get past Greenfield, you're getting past Eastern Hancock, you get into Anderson and Pendleton, up north to Marion and Gas City, and even Shelbyville and Greensburg. That's when we think it'd be from about noon to 1 o'clock. For you guys in Richmond, Centerville, Hagerstown, Muncie, Newcastle, up to Jay County and Winchester, about 1 o'clock may be your arrival for more of that steady snow. So it takes a second, and it will take a second to really get some of this accumulation too. So let's walk through Future Track 13. Right now it's cold, like Chuck was talking about, so it's just gonna be snow, but you can see right here at the noon hour, finally starting to get some of that light snow there around Indianapolis, maybe getting onto the outskirts of Newcastle and Muncie and there towards Connorsville, Bloomington, Greencastle, Lafayette. We are stuck in the steady snow, and once it starts, it's probably gonna last throughout the rest of the afternoon and evening. Here's 3 o'clock. A lot of kids getting out of school, and I think we've got snow area wide. By about 3 o'clock, we could get some of those heavier snowfall rates up to about 0.3 inches to about a ½ inch of snow per hour. So that's half of the snowfall rate that we were getting with the last snow system. So this is going to be lighter, but it is going to be steady. And we do think the roads will definitely be deteriorating by 2 to 3 o'clock. So it could be slick heading home from work and school. Here's 5 o'clock. The steady snow continues. Sean Ash had you covered this evening. He's not only going to be taking a look at the radar and tracking the individual snow bands for you, but he's also going to be taking a close look at traffic. We think the roads will start to become snow covered. There's at least going to be a good coating on many of the roads by 5 o'clock. So it could be real slick out there. We continue the steady snow till 7. I think we're pretty much steady from about 1 to 2 all the way to 7, 8 o'clock. Chuck was just talking about that, heaviest until 8. Here's 7. You do see the back edge starting to get close to the state line, but we don't get the ending rounds until about 10, 11 o'clock. Here's 11 o'clock. It's going to be lighter. Snowfall rates, 0.1 inch per hour. So it's going to be light by now. But then we'll start to get this out. We'll get some dry, cold air coming in, and it's just going to stay on the ground. No melting overnight tonight as temperatures still remain cold. So how much snow does this mean? Here's our best guess. Here's our update as of 8 a.m. We think the heavier snowfall totals a little bit farther south, but generally across central Indiana, we're talking a good 2 to 4 inches. There could be a couple spots here and there that get maybe 4.5 or maybe even 5. But granted, a good handful of inches, we think, across the state. There might be a slight tendency to the north and west where you get just a touch less and maybe a little bit more farther to the south. If we have to tweak this, we will. But we think this is a solid forecast for Indianapolis. About 3 to 4 inches, I think, will be what we're going to wrap up with. But here's the thing. Don't expect all inches just all at once. Here's kind of an accumulation timeline. By the noon hour, we may have a ½ inch, and that depends if you're getting the snow. If you're east of Indy, you may have not gotten a lot yet. So we'll have just minimal accumulation. By about 4 o'clock, we could be talking inch, maybe 2 inches. By 8 o'clock, we're still stuck in that consistent band Chuck was talking about. If you're, had snow for past 5, 6, 7, 8 hours now, we might have 3 inches of snow. Don't expect your full snowfall total. So for Indy, we have the 3 to 4 inches. Don't expect that until midnight. This is a long duration event. If you're at 5 o'clock, you're thinking, I thought they said 4 to 5 inches. You're not there yet. It's a long duration snow. Chuck's been talking about it. It's going to be slow and steady. It's almost like watching paint dry. So we'll be watching that closely. So we'll also watch for high school basketball tonight, Chuck, just because of the snowy roads.
Yeah, we have some county tournaments
Yes.
that are going on tonight as Operation Basketball full steam ahead. And you want me to go in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, all right, okay. And this is what we're expecting. So 26 degrees for a high. Want to remind you, not only do we have high school basketball throughout the state tonight, right here, Indianapolis, 7 o'clock, the Pacers host the Warriors. And if you're not going because of the snow or you don't have a ticket, you know what? You can watch it for free right here on WTHR. It's our first coverage of Pacers basketball in many, many years. We'll have the game tonight right here, one of 5 Pacers games that we're going to have. So probably about that time, a good deal of the snow will have fallen. However, as we just heard from Matt, we're not talking to about 4 inches until maybe midnight. So it's a long, stretched out, I should say. Don't be stressed out. We're telling you, don't be stressed out. Just take it easy. But we'll have that snow. It is a weather impact alert day. Now, remember, the cold air is going to blow over that snow, and we will have in the area a good addition to 4 inches. So let's say there's 6 inches on the ground. You can add 6 plus 4 is 10. So there could be some snow packed up even more, and we're expecting a cold morning. 15 for a low. It'll feel colder than that because the breeze will blow over the snow. 27 for a high Saturday. Sunday may be the best day out of the next several days because we're going to get at least some sunshine, so the top layers of that snow, as we'll get close to the freezing mark, will begin to melt. But then we've got one of the coldest outbreaks we've seen in a while. 17 on Monday, 17 degrees on Tuesday, and how about this? -1 for a low on Wednesday. So Sub-zero wind chills in the range of 5 below to 15 below zero Wednesday morning, and then an eventual high of 13 degrees. So let's go over it real quick again. Weather impact alert day, 2 to 4 area wide. Many of you in the metro will see 3 to 4 with 5 inches south of the city. Matt's going to have more details for you today at noon. And TV's Sean Ash filling in for Angela tonight. He will have you completely covered both on our newscasts at 4, 5, 5:30, and 6, but also throughout the day at WTHR.com and, of course, 13+. Thanks for watching. Be careful out there today. It's a weather impact alert day. Have a great weekend.